I once asked that when I say show me your friend, who would you call? A stranger came to me and said, do you know that question requires a bigger thought? Cause to know ants that will drag you up, sometimes you just need to fall. I replied by saying, I know people whose intention reflecting their action are very small. But how does that justify his talk? He said, a friend has once shown him a nail, but unfortunately it's a claw. At that time, he think of not having friend at all because he has experienced disappointment from friend and he believes trust is not. I said, you shouldn't use one to judge all. Cause a friend has once cheated your trust doesn't mean you should decide not to have friend anymore, cause we tend to rise after every fall. Cause to choose a friend you have to know what you want. It's like choosing a weapon considering what you're about to hunt. And life is a war with your soul. You are pulling a stunt if you are with the wrong people. It's like choosing the wrong weapon for the war front. What I'm saying is, friendship has to come with a like mind. And claiming you are righteous if you are not working with the right mind is like claiming you are a believer when your crew are full of Satan. Though the relationship has to be symbiotic. I know a lot of people are hypocritic. To get something from you, they can get hypnotic and suck you up like tick. When they can no longer get that and you are left with your relic, they flee. A friend shouldn't be parasitic. When you save me in the winter and I save you in the summer, that should be the logic. This then brings us to the popular topic, friend with benefit. To deem that fit, you have to consider what you really want to benefit. Because a friend that think is helping you climb the peak may be ironically burying you inside a pit. Cause a friend that tell you to eradicate your poverty, you have to get the money illegally. It's like telling you to conquer your enemy you have to kill. After all, that will leave you more enemies still. And a friend must share in code, but be old. Tell him to teach you how to create fire and get it. An adage in my area used to say, a friend shouldn't give you fish, but rather teach you how to catch it. That means a friend shouldn't only wipe your tears, but rather try to stop what has caused it. And some days with friends on the streets can leave you with forever scars that is hard to delete. I have some opinions about friends. Audience, be comfortable on your seats. A friend should be the one who pushes you forward in challenge and stand beside you. Cause I'm not feeling those who say go, we are behind you. If things goes wrong and they are not beside you to advise you, you'll be affected. Before those behind you, we come find you. If they really want to face the problem with you, they will stand beside you and guide you. They will support and incite you to do what you feel you can do. If you feel the way forward is narrow, they wouldn't tell you it's wide through, but they will tell you to persevere is big enough for you to pass through. And when you are trying to give up and you are trying to stay idle, they will remind you that to get a goal, the ball will move from your pole, facing obstruction on the road before it reaches the next pole angle. That means a friend should be in your team, believing in your dream, just as it seems. But mind you, your friend is the one that sees the wrong that you've done and get bitter to tell you the truth, which may sting like a tongue. But that doesn't mean the relationship won't be strong and won't be long. It should even wax bigger. Finally, and more importantly, we all know everything will vanish and we're all moving to our dead end. Sooner or later, we'll all be lying in our deathbed. A true friend, will tell you to prepare for the life then, so that your reconciliation will be at the Garden of Eden. And if you have a friend that lack all I said, don't go to the extent of cutting the friendship thread, but instead, his imperfection is what you should try to mend. And that will take patience for him to understand. Tag them to this video to let them know how much they meant to you. I'm leaving you with peace.